Nigel Farage has made a bold threat to Theresa May as his Brexit party prepares for the EU elections. Now the figurehead of the recently formed Brexit party, Mr. Farage has claimed his new group is not just a flash in the pan. Speaking on ITV Peston, Mr. Farage insisted his claims are not just simply gesture politics. With parties now preparing for this month's EU elections, Mr. Farage made a veiled threat to the government as he insisted his party will contest elections beyond this month's EU elections vote. Speaking on Wednesday night, Mr. Farage said, "This is not gesture politics. This is far from that. I'm not looking for people to stick two fingers up the establishment, although it is very tempting. This is much bigger and a much more ambitious project. As it stands, we're never going to get the Brexit we voted for with this parliament." Mr. Farage's comments come as the Tory party was forced to announce it would fight the EU elections. Although Theresa May has insisted she would deliver on Brexit before the EU elections, the Prime Minister was once again forced to renege on yet another promise. Mrs. May had called on Jeremy Corbyn to do a deal in order to avoid the potential embarrassment of the EU elections, but those talks proved to be fruitless. Speaking on his party's future, Mr. Farage added, "We will go on from the EU elections and we will fight by elections and general elections. The pressure is on the Prime Minister to get her deal through Parliament before the 31st of October deadline." Her already precarious position was worsened last week as the Tory party suffered a colossal defeat in last week's local council elections. Internally, Mrs. May also met the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady, who called on the Tory leader to set a firm resignation date.